so today I have swatches of part 1 of the KBShimmer summer collection. There are going to be 3 parts to KBShimmer summer collection, but all 3 parts are going to be releasing on May 15th. I will have a video for each part, but there are like 28 polishes in total, so I definitely want to break them up amongst the 3 parts, so I've been put them all into one video. So the first part of the summer collection has 7 creams and 2 glitter toppers. I will link KBShimmer's website down below so you guys can check these out, and I will get right into the swatches. So the first polish is called Rummy the Right Way, and it's a neon yellow, but it's kind of a pale neon yellow. It's not really a fluorescent. It's kind of a mix between a neon and a pastel yellow. So here's one coat of Rummy the Right Way. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It is patchy though, so I'm not really sure how many coats this one's going to end up taking. And I apologize if I'm shadowing my nails. We're painting my room right now, so my blind isn't up and I can't close it, and the sunlight is messing with my lighting. So there is one coat of Rummy the Right Way. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Rummy the Right Way. This one covers really well in 2 coats, especially for a yellow. It's still a tiny bit streaky, so I'm going to do 3 just to cover it completely, but I think depending on how you apply it, you might be able to get away with 2. Has a really good formula, really smooth, really easy to apply. It's a little bit on the thick side, but I do tend to like thicker polishes a little bit more, so that's not an issue for me. So there is 2 coats of Rummy the Right Way. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a 3rd coat. So here is 3 coats of Rummy the Right Way. This one covers completely in 3 coats, and I do seem to be having it dry either with bubbles or little tiny pigment chunks. It's not bad, and a top coat will cover that up because they're really not strong at all, but I did notice it in this one. So there is 3 coats of Rummy the Right Way. The next polish is called For Sale by Owner, and this is kind of a, again, like neon pastel green. So here's 1 coat of For Sale by Owner. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's a little tiny bit streaky, but it's not bad. I think this one's probably going to only need 2 coats. The formula in this one is really good, really easy to apply. It's a tiny bit thinner than Rummy the Right Way, which I think makes it more on the normal side since that one was a tiny bit thick. So there is 1 coat of For Sale by Owner. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a 2nd coat. So here is 2 coats of For Sale by Owner. This one looks like it covers completely in 2 coats. I think if you're not careful, you could end up needing 3 though. It just depends on each individual's application. Again, great formula, a little bit thinner than the last one, but like I said, the last one was a little bit on the thick side anyway. So there is 2 coats of For Sale by Owner. The next polish is called Lei It Again, and this is a hot pink cream. So here's 1 coat of Lei It Again. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. I can see some streaks that aren't showing up on camera because I can't seem to get my settings dark enough for this. So it is going to need a 2nd coat. This is the least streaky of any of the lighter shades that I've tried so far though. The formula is really good, not too thick, not too thin, really easy to apply. So there is 1 coat of Lei It Again. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a 2nd coat. So here is 2 coats of Lei It Again. This one covers completely on 2 coats. It's another one that I feel like could be right on the edge, so you might end up needing 3 depending on your application. So far the creams in this collection have dried matte, so you will want a top coat to make them glossy. So there is 2 coats of Lei It Again. The next polish is a neon pastel peach, and this is called Leggo My Mango. So here's 1 coat of Leggo My Mango. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It is a little bit streaky though, so it is going to need 2, maybe 3 coats. The formula is good, not too thick, not too thin. I'm sorry if the cameras are really dark right now. I'm trying to avoid having the color be blinding. I want you to actually be able to see it. So there is 1 coat of Leggo My Mango. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a 2nd coat. So here is 2 coats of Leggo My Mango. This one covers pretty well on 2 coats. It's still a little bit streaky though, so I am going to do 3. Some people might not be picky enough to need 3 with the way the streaks are, but I am going to do 3. Because these dry matte, they also seem to dry really fast as well. So there is 2 coats of Leggo My Mango. The streaks aren't showing up as well on camera, but I am going to let that dry and come back for a third coat. So here's 3 coats of Leggo My Mango. This one covers completely in 3 coats. These formulas can tend to look a little uneven when you first apply them, but they do level themselves out pretty nicely. So there is 3 coats of Leggo My Mango. The next polish is called Bahama Drama, and this is a neon pastel coral. So here's 1 coat of Bahama Drama. This one covers really well on the first coat, very minimal streaks, but it is going to need a second coat. I did adjust my camera settings too to try to show the color more true to the way it actually is. So my camera is a little dark right now. The formula on this is really good, not too thick, not too thin. So there is 1 coat of Bahama Drama. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Bahama Drama. This one covers completely in 2 coats. I feel like it's actually not showing as bright on camera now as it actually is in real life, and if I adjust the camera at all, it's going to be too bright and blinding. So there is 2 coats of Bahama Drama. The next polish is called In Yacht Water, and this is a baby blue cream. So here is 1 coat of In Yacht Water. This one covers really well on the first coat, just a tiny bit streaky, so it is going to need 2. The formula on this is good. It's a little bit on the thick side, but it's still easy to apply. So there is 1 coat of In Yacht Water. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of In Yacht Water. This one covers completely in 2 coats. I feel like this one almost has kind of a grainy look to it, where there's like the blue base and it looks like there's like little blue speckles in it. It's really hard to tell. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I can see a little bit extra something added to it, almost like it didn't completely dissolve. So there is 2 coats of In Yacht Water. The next polish is called Dust in the Bottle, and this is a very sparse holographic micro glitter topper. So here is Dust in the Bottle. So this is definitely a topper, not something that you could wear on your own. It has a really good glitter to base distribution, but I do feel like the base is a little bit thick. It's almost kind of gel-like. So there is Dust in the Bottle. The next polish is a purple cream, and this is called Sarong Place Sarong Time. So here is 1 coat of Sarong Place Sarong Time. This one is nearly opaque in 1 coat. I can see like 1 tiny streak on my pointer finger. The formula on this is really good, really easy to apply, a little bit on the thick side, but that does help it be opaque. I'm going to do a second coat because I can see just a couple streaks on each finger. So there is 1 coat of Sarong Place Sarong Time. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here's 2 coats of Sarong Place Sarong Time. This one covers completely in 2 coats. It was nearly opaque in 1. I just had a couple streaks that I wanted to cover up. Again, great formula. A little bit on the thicker side for this one, but that does help it be opaque. I think if you did a thick enough coat, you could easily get away with 1 coat. So there is 2 coats of Sarong Place Sarong Time. And the last polish is called Precious Petals, and this is a matte hex glitter mix. There is white, like a robin's egg blue, a periwinkle, and a hot pink, as well as a scattered, like holographic micro glitter mixed in. So here is Precious Petals. So I didn't do any swirling or fishing in this one, and I got a lot of glitter out on my brush on the first dip in. You have to be a little bit careful not to wipe the glitter off the end of your nail as you apply it. So you do have to dab a little bit, but you get plenty when you dip in. So there is Precious Petals. So my 2 favorites in this collection are Sarong Place, Sarong Time. I don't know why I've been gravitating so much towards purples lately, but I really, really like this color and it has an amazing formula. And the other one that I really like is Dust in the Bottle. This is very similar to China Glaze Fairy Dust, except it has that little bit extra of like that tiny hollow dusting in addition to the micro glitter, and it just makes it a tiny bit different for me, and I do really, really like this. I like seeing these kind of fairy dust style toppers coming out because I love fairy dust, but I have a problem with it drying. Like, I feel like it takes forever to dry for me. So I'm excited about the alternative. So I will link KBShimmer's website down below so you guys can check these out. The summer collection is releasing on May 15th. And again, I will have all of my picture swatches posted to Instagram shortly after this video is up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.